As you can see here, we've got bees that have gathered together into a clump inside a rather bushy wee plant, so it's going to be a little bit of a challenge to get these little blighters out today. As you can see, they're not really bothered by much, given that they're actually just busy trying to keep warm and find a new home. It's probably a good 15,000 to 20,000 bees just in this little clump here. As you can see, they're really not bothered by much, and they're very safe in this state. As you can see, Andrew's managed to clear away quite a few of the bitty branches so we can get a clearer view of the cluster now, where the swarm has formed. And although there are some bees that have been agitated from the shaking, they're still very docile and relatively unworried by this. We'll start to be a little bit more concerned when we smoke them and really disrupt the actual core of the cluster. But even so, as you can see, they're still fairly harmless and not worried if they're touched or done things to. So, still pretty safe to work with. Unfortunately, it was a two-handed or two-person job to actually snip the main branch where the cluster were formed and actually just move it down and into the box. But we managed to do it very neatly because all the little bitsy twigs had already been chopped off. So we're fairly certain we managed to grab the queen because we did it quite carefully, and very few bees actually fell off the main cluster. And they're now inside that box. As you can see, there's a lot of agitated bees out at the moment. Hopefully they're just trying to find their way back to the queen and will go in through the entrance of the box. We've sprayed and smoked the area the queen was in, so hopefully that's reducing the amount of confusion in terms of the bees finding their way home. So we'll give them a little bit of time to settle, and hopefully more are going in than coming out. And if that's all gone well, we'll pack up the hive and move it off this location. It's been a couple of minutes since the last little snip I took of the bees finding the hive. The numbers outside the actual box are reducing, and as you can see, they're finding their way to the entrance. We've left a couple of entry points, one at the top and one at the bottom. And they seem to be finding their way there okay. Hopefully this will all quiet down and they'll go in to find their queen in short order, and we can close up the entire box and get it ready to move.